What's up, guys? Welcome to Dynasty Drip. Today's episode is going to be another sell video in Dynasty. Something super important in the offseason is to get rid of players who I believe are going to lose value, whether due to the draft, incoming free agents, or just due to coaching role changes going into the next season. If you haven't been to the channel before and you like what you hear in the video, please remember to like, subscribe. I always love reading your comments, whether it's congrats, I hate you, I disagree, or trade ideas, or trade options that you've been sent in your league. Honestly, anything, man. I always respond and I love talking back and forth with you guys. But let's get into the video today. Dynasty sells. First one is going to be a running back, and that's going to be Zach Charbonnet, running back for Seattle. Now, I do think Zach Charbonnet is a good player. I think he's a good NFL running back. And I keep saying the word good because I think his teammate, Kenneth Walker, is a great NFL running back. And I'm just not sure that that split is ever really going to be in favor of either player. But I definitely think Kenneth Walker is going to get a majority of the touches. And right now, Zach Charbonnet is valued just a little higher than I'm comfortable with, especially with a deep rookie class coming in. Charbonnet currently RB26 at Keep Trade Cut. So my trade idea here is, can I package Zach Charbonnet, pick 2.9 to go get a 2027 first round pick? Now, what I like about this trade is, first off, we all know future draft picks only grow in value as we get closer to the draft. Also, 2027 seems to be a pretty stacked class. I want as many shots, lotto balls, whatever you want to call it, at Jeremiah Smith as I can get, and Ryan Williams, etc. So I think this is a very good trade. If we can just pivot with Zach Charbonnet, someone who I kind of believe is just a handcuff depth piece, who's kind of being valued higher than that right now. I love this move if you can make it in Dynasty. Next one's going to be selling another running back. Honestly, 4 of these trades are running back related, just because this is the time to sell certain running backs if you believe their value is just higher than it's going to be 3, 4, 5 months from now. It's going to be Isiah Pacheco on the Chiefs. I mean, maybe 6, 7 months ago, Pacheco had a better outlook, but the injury this year, I really don't like that they re-signed Kareem Hunt. They brought in Elijah Mitchell. And then going off what I said with Charbonnet being kind of RB20 something, this is a good NFL rookie class coming in for running backs. And I really just don't want to be hanging on to guys that I don't believe in their role potentially. And Pacheco is one of those guys where all it takes is the Chiefs taking someone in the second or third round, and they could potentially just be the starter on this team. Pacheco is a good player, but we'll see how he comes back from the injury. I mean, I guess there is a little upside. Maybe he just wasn't fully healthy at the end of the year, but it did look like he was just a worse player than he had been the year before. But that backfield is just a little too crowded for me. My trade idea here is, can I move Pacheco, go get pick 2.08 in this upcoming rookie class? I just think you're going to get a better running back with pick 2.8. So even if you want to just go running back to running back, I'd much rather have 2.08. Not to mention the deep tight end class, wide receivers, quarterbacks potentially slipping to you at 2.8. So I think I'm doing that trade all day long. Third one is going to be Guerendo on the Niners. Now, I think he got a little hype right now just due to the fact that he did have a couple big games in this season when Jordan Mason went down. No CMC, obviously. Now, the Niners traded away Jordan Mason, so I think some people are just assuming Guerendo is just going to move into that handcuff role. But this is a good rookie class, and it's the same thing. I do not want to give Guerendo a role that I don't necessarily think he's going to have at the beginning of next season. So for my trade here, I want to trade Isaac Guerendo, and I'm just going to do a straight swap for J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins has kind of been falling down the ranks a little bit, mostly just due to the fact that he hasn't signed with a team yet. I think he's just waiting to see what the right fit's going to be. Maybe it's even after the draft. But when it comes down to it, Guerendo has no shot at being the starter except as a handcuff. I still do believe J.K. Dobbins has the chance to be the RB1, maybe RB1A in a committee, maybe a 60% role, similar to what the Chargers last year. If he falls in the right spot, J.K. Dobbins has shown when he's on the field, he's a great player. I understand the injuries, and that's why he's valued all the way down here at RB44. I mean, I probably have him closer in the 30s, so I just think there's a little potential value gain there, and I definitely want to get off Guerendo before his value potentially plummets after the NFL draft. Next one, it's going to be a guy who potentially just had a career year. It's going to be James Cook. Now, he had so many touchdowns. The Bills looked so good this last season, especially with their rushing attack. but I'm just a little concerned with the rushing share that James Cook has in that backfield. Probably one of the lower, if not lowest, shares of a top 10 running back. He just was very highly efficient, especially in the touchdown category. Really, last year was a touchdown outlier for James Cook. Before that, he really didn't put up too many high touchdown seasons. So for me, I'm just a little uncomfortable with James Cook. I do still think he potentially has a couple good years in him, and I'm not saying that James Cook is a bad player, but my trade idea here is, can I swap James Cook for T. Higgins, someone who has shown elite wide receiver 1 upside, or at least high-end 2 upside when on the field? I just think I'm going to get some more years out of T. Higgins than I am James Cook. This is pretty similar to a trade I did probably, 3, 4, 5 years ago in one of my leagues. I swapped Aaron Jones for DJ Moore, and it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you really are all in for this year and you have a deep wide receiver room, I totally understand holding on to James Cook because I do think he's going to have another good year. I just think there's a potential for his season stats to be worse than they were last year, with Ray Davis being another year in the system, Ty Johnson re-signing, once again, deep RB rookie class. I don't know, man. I just could see James Cook not having the season he had last year. And before we get to the last one for this episode, it's going to be wide receiver. If you guys like what you've heard, please hit subscribe. We're grinding to get to 1,000. It means so much for me. But the last player for today is going to be a wide receiver, and that's going to be Terry McLaurin. Now, I think if you're a contender, I am hanging on to Terry McLaurin. I totally understand it. I think he's going to have another good season. But I do believe last year, similar to James Cook, was a touchdown outlier for Terry McLaurin. They really didn't have any other elite wide receiving options in the building. Now they're adding Deebo Samuel, who I don't know if he's elite anymore, but he's going to get touches. Zach Ertz is coming back. Once again, they could be drafting another wide receiver. They could be drafting a running back. They're going to have some more skill position players on this team compared to last year. And besides the touchdown numbers, Terry McLaurin's season looked pretty similar. Now, do I think this is the Terry McLaurin from 3 years ago when he has Sam Howell or whatever throwing him the football? I don't. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is an absolute stud. And that's why if you are a contender, I totally understand holding on to Terry McLaurin because I do think he has a couple good years left in the league. But my trade idea here is, can I get out under Terry McLaurin, try to get another one of those valuable 2027 firsts that's going to grow in value for my team instead of an asset like McLaurin, who I personally think right now at wide receiver 27, I think he could be lower than that next offseason. So it really just depends on where you're at with your team and what you're looking to do going into the year and moving forward with your dynasty roster. But if you guys have any other ideas of guys you're selling in your leagues, please hit me up in the comments below. If not, thank you so much for coming to the channel. I look forward to talking to some more and really getting into some more dynasty moves to make this offseason. The draft is coming, guys. We are almost there, and I can't wait to get into it. So thank you guys, and have a good day.